The film opens in the future, in an icy crevasse on the planet Niflheim, where Mickey Barnes has fallen from a great height but has somehow survived. His friend and partner, Timo, sees him and comes down. But unfortunately, Timo is not there to help Mickey because he figures Mickey is going to die anyway, as this Mickey is the 17th clone that has been printed out. Timo just retrieves his flamethrower and tells him not to worry since he is going to be printed out again. Timo asks Mickey what it feels like to die before he takes the flamethrower and makes his way out. Before Mickey can die in the cold, a group of creatures emerges behind an icy wall. Mickey's voiceover states he would rather prefers to get eaten by the creatures than freeze to death. The larger creature falls and starts sliding towards Mickey before it opens its mouth to swallow Mickey. Mickey narrates that he gets printed out every time he dies, with all his data saved. It has become so normal that the scientists there don't even pay attention to Mickey being printed out. They re-upload his memories and personal traits and re-implant them back in his brain. Mickey says that body printing and memory transplanting were ahead of their time. It caused many ethical and religious fights, that it is banned on Earth, and it is only allowed in outer space for expendables like him. Mickey is in space to fix some cables. Mickey sees that all the cables are fine, and the scientists ask him through his radio if he is feeling dizzy. They reveal to him that they didn't send him to space to fix any cables, but to experiment on him as he is exposed to a lethal level of radiation. They start to ask him how long it takes for his skin to start to burn and how long till he goes blind and dies. Mickey states that once he messed with a lab frog in 4th grade, and he figures that this is his punishment. The scientists ask him to take off his gloves so they can see what's happening under his spacesuit. As soon as Mickey takes it off, an object hits him and cuts off his arm. Mickey later gets printed out, and the scientists reveal to him that he is only going to be alive for 10 minutes before he bleeds through every part of his body. One of the female scientists, Dorothy, tells him that this Mickey is special since he is going to have the shortest lifespan out of all the Mickeys. Mickey narrates over how he came to this moment. A little over 4 years earlier on Earth, he and Timo decide to open up a macaron store after Timo tells him that they would one day sell better than burgers. So they got an enormous loan from a very dangerous loan shark, Darius Blank. The two get captured by Darius's men and are brought to him. They tie them up and show them another man who got captured after he failed to return the money he borrowed. One of Darius's men explained to them that Darius isn't concerned with money as he has plenty, but watching his borrowers die, savoring the detail of death, is something he enjoys. They show them as the man gets cut up into pieces with a chainsaw. The man tells them that they will be chased anywhere they go if they miss the deadline to pay up. In order to avoid getting killed for failing to pay off their debts, the two signed up for a crew of people who are working to colonize Niflheim, since Earth has fallen into bad shape. The colony is run by Kenneth Marshall, an over-the-top celebrity figure with a legion of highly devoted followers. Mickey signs up to be an expendable, surprising the workers there. They made sure he read through the whole application, and Mickey says he has, even though he only signed up because he doesn't have any skills or certifications. Mickey then found out that Timo got a position as a flight pilot, even though he got his learner's permit a couple of weeks before. A woman explains to him that it is an extreme job he signed up for and shows him the machine he gets printed out. She explains that the machine takes organic waste produced in the spaceship, like dead bodies, human waste, rotten eggs, etc., and it combines and recycles them and sends raw materials for human bodies to the printer. She tells him that once he dies, and the committee approves, it'll print a new version of his body within 20 hours. She tells him to change his clothes so that the machine can scan his body. Mickey says that he got so distracted by the smell of her hair that he didn't even hear what she was saying. After she does the body scan, she uploads his memories as a backup. She then shows him a brick, which is the hard drive to copy his brain. He then gets injected with a special solution that brings back old memories. Mickey is troubled by memories of his past, such as his belief that he caused his mother to die in a car accident as a child because he pressed a button in there that caused the car to crash and burn. After Mickey finished all the process, the woman gave him a gun and told him to shoot himself as it is the final requirement to become an expendable. She tells him to get used to dying, as it is now his job. Mickey couldn't bring himself to shoot, so she took the gun from him. Mickey narrates that after that he began the 4.5-year journey as Mickey 1. During his time in the colony, the workers have carefully organized lunch, and they will get punished if they take more food than is deemed necessary. Mickey says that his first day at the cafeteria had him doubting his choice. As the workers were eating their food, they get visited by Marshall and his wife Ilfa, making the workers shout and cheer. Mickey says it was his first time he saw Nasha Barrage, a security agent who works there. She calls him over and gives him her food. Mickey falls in love with her soon after. Marshall and Ilfa order that there be no sexual relations taking place among the colonists, something that Mickey and Nasha disregard multiple times. The two continue to grow in their relationship and spend their free time drawing different sex positions and assigning numbers to them. Mickey continually gets bothered by the other workers asking him what it feels like to die, until Nasha comes and pulls a gun on them, starting a brawl in the cafeteria. While one day Mickey is eating his food, he gets interrupted by two agents, Kai Katz and Jennifer. Kai gives Mickey her food and tries to hit on him, but Nasha comes along and kisses him to back Kai off. They finally arrive at Niflheim, and they send Mickey out so he can gather every unknown virus in the air in order for them to produce a vaccine. They make Mickey repeat the process multiple times, with his dead body getting disposed of in a lava pit. Even one time, Mickey was still alive, but they dropped him in the lava pit anyway. In the end, after Mickey 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, they got the vaccine. In his 4th year with the colony, Mickey, the 17th copy of him, joins Timo, plus agents Kai and Jennifer, on the expedition in Niflheim. While they are exploring an icy crevasse, they run into the creatures from the beginning of the film. A cluster of small creatures descends on the group. When Jennifer shoots at one from above, the ice ceiling comes crashing down on top of her, which devastates Kai. Later, Marshall screams at Mickey for not being the one who is dead since it was his job to be expendable. Marshall names them creepers and orders Mickey to bring a creeper sample. And until he does, his ration is halved and his shift is doubled to 14 hours every day. While searching for the creepers, the ice Mickey was standing on breaks and he fell into an icy crevasse, leading us to the first scene of the movie. After Mickey ends up down in the crevasse, he anticipates that the creepers, especially the large mother one, will eat him. Instead, the mother uses her tail to pull Mickey up out of the cave while the smaller creepers push him out. Mickey is confused but starts to make his way back home. When Mickey gets back to his room, he is stunned to discover that Mickey 18 has already been printed since they assumed that Mickey 17 was already dead. 17 panics, because this means there are now doubles of him. 18 picks up a dumbbell and tries to kill 17. 17 tries to escape, but 18 hits him and knocks him out. 17 explains that doubles, or known as multiples, were banned after a serial killer named Alan Manikova used the cloning printer to make copies of himself to carry out murders of the homeless while establishing an alibi for himself. Anybody caught as multiples will be permanently exterminated for good. Mickey 17 says that most of the other Mickeys that came before him were shy and stupid, but none of them were crazy like 18. Mickey 18 tries to kill Mickey 17 by throwing him in the lava pit. Before he can kill him, Timo walks in, and they both hide. They see Timo secretly selling an undiluted, pure oxazofol to another worker. Mickey 18 says they should kill Timo since he put most of the loans under their name, putting them as the first target of Darius Blank. After the other worker leaves, Mickey 18 attacks Timo and tries to put him in the lava pit. Before he can kill him, 17 comes along and fights off 18. The two fight each other as Timo hangs inside the pit. Mickey 18 finally manages to defeat 17 and gives him a hot iron for Timo to grab on. Before Mickey 18 could drop him in the lava, Nasha and another agent, Zeke, find him. Mickey 18 lies and tells them that Timo accidentally fell in. He warns Timo not to say a word or else he will expose him on his oxy deal. They rescue Timo, and he tells them that he would have died if it weren't for Mickey 18. Mickey 17 hides and watches as Nasha takes care of Mickey 18. He follows them as they go to their room to have fun. Before he can follow them to their room, he gets hold of by other workers. They take a picture of him and congratulate him for winning a private dinner with the marshal. They take him with them and tell him that the marshal has a whole feast prepared just for him. Mickey eats as much as he can. As Marshall and Ilfa apologize to him for making him take the fall for Jennifer's death, Kai joins Mickey and the marshal at dinner as a consolation for Jennifer's death. Marshall tells her that they didn't invite her to just comfort her, but also to nominate her as a perfect candidate for Niflheim's natural child birthing program. Kai laughs and tells them that she is not a reproductive machine. Ilfa says that it is nothing like that and tries to change the idea. Kai says she wants to say a prayer in memory of Jennifer, and Marshall and Ilfa start to sing a religious song. Mickey 17 then suddenly starts to have a violent reaction to a growth hormone added to the food by Marshall's lead scientist, Arkady, and the other scientists as an experiment. Kai crashes out on the marshal for testing out an experiment on Mickey after lying to him about having dinner. Mickey is then given another experimental painkiller after the marshal approves. But after a few seconds, Mickey's pain worsens. Marshall tries to shoot him dead, but Kai tells him that this whole thing was supposed to be a dinner and Mickey was supposed to be his guest. Marshall tells her that it is his job to be an experimental lab as he signed up for it. Mickey tells the marshal not to shoot as he is better now. Kai helps him up and Mickey thanks the marshal for the dinner before they leave. Kai takes Mickey 17 to her room and gives him a medicine tea she brought from Earth. Kai apologizes to him but asks him what it feels like to die, since she locked eyes with Jennifer in the last moment, and she wonders what it feels like as all that ice came crashing down on her. Mickey tells her that no matter how many times he dies, he always feels scared and that he hates it. Mickey tries to comfort her, and Kai tells him that he doesn't look like he was printed out and that he looks like a person. Before they kiss, Mickey says he has to go and leaves. Mickey 17 goes back to his room after recovery, where he finds that Nasha already knows about the doubles situation. She seems to be excited at the prospect of having two Mickeys, while Mickey 17 seems put off by it. She writes 17 and 18 on their chest before she tries to have a threesome with them. Kai walks into the room to give Mickey 17 more of the medicine and sees the situation. She quickly leaves, and Nasha goes after her. Kai tells her that as an agent, she has to report multiples to the marshal as it is strictly forbidden. Kai proposes to share and tells her the only way she is not going to talk is if Nasha gives her Mickey 17. After Mickey 17 tells 18 what went down at the dinner, Mickey 18 gets pissed off at Mickey 17 for letting himself get abused by the marshal like that. Mickey 18 asks him what he said after he got abused, and 17 tells him he said thank you, pissing Mickey 18 more. Mickey 18 takes Nasha's gun and heads off to carry out his plan to kill Marshall. Marshall is conducting a ceremony with a large rock found in Niflheim. As the crowd is gathered and the rock is being broken open, a baby creeper pops out and causes chaos. Mickey 18 seconds assassination attempt is thwarted. Though he does graze Marshall's cheek with the gunshot, the baby creeper is shot to death while a second baby is captured. The Mickeys are imprisoned after they are discovered, and Nasha is locked up alongside them. While trapped in cages, the Mickeys and Nasha talk about how Mickey 17 was saved by the creepers, which leads Nasha to realize that they are not harmful in the way that Marshall is making everyone believe. They are found by Timo and his companion. He has been ordered by Darius Blank to kill Mickey and deliver video proof of it so that he can be free of his debt and return to Earth. But if Timo fails to kill Mickey, Darius Blank has sent an associate of his on the ship, and he will kill Timo. Timo has brought a chainsaw to kill Mickey 17 and begs him to do this for him because if he dies, that is it for him, but if Mickey dies, he can get printed out. They shoot Mickey 17 with a taser gun and prepare to kill him with the chainsaw. Mickey 18 tells Timo to take him instead, since 17 is kind of weak, and Darius would enjoy watching a strong man getting killed. Timo agrees, and Mickey 18 asks him for undiluted oxy as a last favor. Timo tells his partner to give him his, and when the man goes to give him the oxy, Mickey 18 grabs him as Nasha takes his taser gun and shoots Timo. She takes his key and frees herself before she grabs the chainsaw and goes to kill Timo. Before she could kill him, Agent Zeke and another worker arrive and catch them. As the three get taken to the marshal, they see the entire colony of creepers, led by the mother, has emerged to the surface after hearing the cries of the baby creeper. The Mickeys and Nasha come before the Ilfa and the other agents. Ilfa cuts off the tail of the captured baby creeper in order to make a new kind of sauce that she wants to market. Marshall comes to the room and burns Mickey 18 on the side of his face so that he can differentiate them and as revenge for him grazing his face. Marshall makes their hard drive gets erased so that they can never get reprinted. Nasha tries to tell them that the creepers are not harmful, and that she has proof that they did not eat Mickey 17, but they do not listen to her and laugh at her. Dorothy mentions that the creepers are very intelligent, as they may be able to engage in meaningful conversation. She tells the marshal that they must try to communicate with them as they are developing a translator. But the marshal puts her down and tells her that he isn't interested in communicating with them. The little creeper then spits on him, pissing him off. Nasha finally had enough and called the marshal an idiot for believing that the creepers are aliens. But they are the ones who are aliens since they are on their planet. Marshall gets mad and puts a hook on the baby creeper before he drops it in the lava pit and makes Nasha hold the rope with her teeth. Zeke sees these and tells one of the scientists to record what is going on. Marshall is preparing to launch a newly developed deadly nerve gas, Arcady 3.0, against the creepers. Marshall then orders the Mickeys to be sent out and to collect creeper tails after he makes them wear a bomb vest, and the one who collects the least will be blown up. Before the two head out, Dorothy gives Mickey 17 the translator she has been developing. The two go out into the snowy fields, where Mickey 17 goes to speak to the mother, using a translator given to him by Dorothy. The mother speaks to Mickey, knowing his name and explaining that they have come to the surface to get back the baby, named Luco. They know that the other baby, Zoko, has been killed, so they not only want Luco returned to them, but the mother demands that a human be killed in Zoko's place, or else they will exterminate all of humanity. Mickey signals to the monitors a gesture that Nasha would understand and tells her to bring the baby. Seeing that Mickey is trying to peacefully negotiate with the mother instead of killing the creepers, Marshall decides to head out to kill everyone, creepers and Mickey himself, as he gets recorded to show his political party down on Earth of his bravery. Nasha attacks Ilfa and threatens to snap her neck unless they let Luco go. After they try to do so, Ilfa nearly lets Luco fall to his death, but one of the agents, Zeke, gets his hand sliced when he tries to help Nasha. He hits back that he and the other agents have recorded evidence of her and Marshall's crimes. and they will be promptly exposed. Nasha rushes out to deliver Luca while Marshall charges into the snowy fields with a bazooka to kill the mother. The creepers form piles of themselves to protect the mother. Before they can blow up the creepers, Mickey 18 charges at them. They try to blow him up, but Marshall stops them as he wants to shoot him himself. Marshall misses him multiple times, giving Mickey 18 a chance to get on Marshall's truck. Mickey 18 attacks the Marshall just as Nasha and Mickey 17 deliver baby Luco to the mother creeper. Marshall tries to talk his way out, but Mickey 18 pushes his detonator, blowing Marshall and himself up. Ilfa is horrified to witness her husband's death before she gets taken away. The creepers then return home. 6 months later, a ceremony is being held, with Nasha having risen to power in the colony, and Kai has got another girlfriend. Mickey narrates what else has happened. Ilfa was taken to a psych ward where she slit her wrists. Darius Blank's associate tries to kill Timo, but after a bloody fight, Timo manages to defeat the man and throws him into the lava pit. Timo ended up getting off easy with regard to any of his criminal activities. Mickey continues to work with the creepers to understand the way they live. He and Nasha are still together, but he occasionally has nightmares, such as Ilfa still being alive and trying to use the clone printer to make a new Marshall, but Mickey has learned to face his fears. However, in the present, the clone printer is being set to be blown up, as the Expendables program is shut down for good. Mickey, now going by his original name, Mickey Barnes, is given the honor of detonating the printer. He blows up the printer as the crowd applauds.